With your local and area news, I'm Justin Mott. The City of Center is going to have a city council meeting tonight at 5 p.m. at the City Hall, and going on in Tenahall this evening, they're going to have a city council meeting at 5:15 p.m. The Christian Motorcycle Association is an expansive charity organization. Paul Ragan, our local chapter president, tells us more about it.
The Christian Motorcyclists Association, CMA, is a Christian ministry primarily but not exclusively to motorcyclists. CMA was started in 1975 by Herb Shreve. Herb was a small-town Baptist preacher in southwest Arkansas. He bought a motorcycle for he and his son to ride together, and they rode to some local rallies. Then God showed him that there was a need for ministry in the motorcycling community. Herb just started talking to bikers one-on-one. He told them about God, that he loved them, and that he was just there if they needed him. So that's still our motto today. There's a story in the Bible about servants that were sent out to the highways and byways to bring people in. So that's what we still do, and it's our mission of changing the world one heart at a time. For more information about CMA, you can search cmausa.org, or you can search East Texas Disciples 1127. Come see us.
And now it's time for last week's fire report with Center Fire Chief Keith Byndom.
This is Keith Byndom with the City of Center Fire Department reporting for the week of April the 16th through the 21st. I'd like to report a very quiet week. We only had one call this week, report of brakes getting hot on a vehicle fire. That's the only thing we had this week. I've done one inspection this week. Other than that, everything was pretty quiet. Thank you.
Now moving along in your school news, 15-year-old Gracie Martinson, freshman at Tenahall ISD, recently won third place in state for her grade level at the Northeast Texas Poetry Contest. There were over 500 different students there from the 1st to the 12th grade levels. She shares her experience there and how she became inspired to write poetry.
When we first got there, nobody really knew what place we got, and so I was really nervous to see what place I got. All we knew was that if we got first, second, or third, but for the most part, I was excited, besides getting up and talking. My 7th grade writing teacher, she was a big inspiration. She got me into reading and writing.
And who submitted your work this year?
My math teacher, Miss Weist.
And do you have anything you'd like to tell younger children who would like to get into writing poetry?
I would say that it takes more heart than it does mind, and once you start going, it just starts flowing. And
in your sports news, in Riderland, the Center Rough Riders boys baseball team lost to their rival school, the Carthage Bulldogs, 2-1. In Bear Country, the Timpson Bears baseball team crushed the Tenahall Tigers, defeating them 16-5. In Ram Country, the Walking Rams baseball team will have a home game tomorrow versus Tenahall at 6 p.m. And in Carthage, the Carthage Bulldogs baseball team will have an away game versus the Rusk Eagles tomorrow at 7. This has been your local and area news.